Welcome to the FOMO show about the latest TV technology and home theater news. You thought that TCL's 115-inch TV was big? Get ready, my friends, for 130 inches of awesome. What? Why would you need a TV that large? Well, I guess it depends on how far you sit, right? So, how far are you sitting to preserve 50-degree viewing angle from a 130-inch TV, you ask? 10 to 11 feet away, because you have a huge house. And at the end of this video, we're going to talk about the deals of the week so you can fill up that big house of yours with more TVs, more cool things from Amazon, Best Buy, and Crutchfield, who happens to be today's sponsor. Father's Day is just around the corner, and there's no better place to find the perfect gift than Crutchfield. I am so excited to partner with Crutchfield to help you find that perfect Father's Day deal. Check it out. They've created an easy-to-use gift guide featuring their top 20 giftable items. It's never been easier to find the perfect present for dad. Scrolling through these items, if someone was to give me a Father's Day gift, it would definitely be this highly regarded Sonos Era 100 wireless speaker, because I would want it to be part of their amazing Sonos Arc soundbar bundle. 2 Era 100 speakers, the Arc soundbar, and a subwoofer. You know what the best thing about shopping on the Crutchfield website is? It's their easy-to-use product filters and informative articles. For example, you want to get a large TV, but how large? Well, let's check out this article on TV sizes. You're about 9 feet away from your TV, and voila! You want a 98-inch TV. A quick search and look at this. I'd definitely go for the Samsung DU9000 for under $4,000. So don't miss out on these Crutchfield Father's Day deals. I've linked my favorite products in the video description below to help you upgrade your home theater this summer. Remember when the 65-inch TV size was the most popular size? Well, now we're approaching the 75-inch TV size. Check out this article from Sound and Vision, right? Who would have thought? Hisense tripled its sales of 85-inch TVs last year and could barely keep up with the demand for their 98 and 100-inch TV sizes. In other words, who would have thought today you can get a 98-inch TV for $2,500 from TCL? Definitely not me. And before you say, it's only TCL, keep in mind that right now I am most impressed by this year's TCL QM851G for 2024. I am speechless at how good it is. Yes, there's a little bit of work to be done, but still, for under $1,500, what a solid TV. So with that in mind, I have great expectations from this 98-inch 2500 TV as well, which leads me to why TCL will be producing a 130-inch TV. First, there's an old adage in the display industry, right? It's cheaper just to add more pixels, going from 4K to 8K. However, getting to 130 inches, going from, let's say, 85 to 98 to 100 to 110 to 115 and now 130, ends up even being less expensive. In other words, it's cheaper for TCL to get you a 4K 130-inch TV than an 8K 98-inch TV. So from a cost perspective, this is pretty alluring. Second, it's an easy sell for consumers to go larger, right? Trying to sell a consumer on 4K to 8K has been very difficult. Oh, there's no 8K content. Oh, I can't tell the difference. But going larger, it's immediate. The consumer immediately experiences the additional immersion going from 75 inches to 115 inches. It's like, boom, wow. With 8K, you're telling them, okay, if you watch documentaries of animals with a lot of fine hair that's only available on YouTube, when it's captured by an 8K camera, I mean, the logistics and the ecosystem required is just tremendous. But getting a larger TV makes everything look better. And with a bigger TV, your friends come over, they're immediately awed. Wow! Which takes us to number 3. Movie immersion is definitely a thing. And you don't have to build a light-controlled man cave to enjoy a projector that only you will watch. And better still, it will be selling this 130-inch panel to other TV makers like Sony and Samsung. So you don't have to be stuck with the TCL processing if you don't like it. Sony XR Clear at 130 inches, anyone? That is going to be amazing. And speaking of other brands, unfortunately, I hear nothing from LG Display about larger OLEDs, or at least larger and cheaper OLEDs. We know the 97-inch OLED is amazing, but it is $25,000. No indication they're going to increase production of that, nor any indication they will go even larger anytime soon. So it appears that for now, if you're waiting for an OLED version of these 100-inch TVs that's affordable, you're going to have to keep on waiting. While the price advantage on LCD TVs at larger sizes, I think, is going to continue to drop. So let's say 130-inch releases in a year or two. I expect it to be under 20,000 at launch, and then the 110, 115 inches will be under 10,000. But if you're saying to me, oh, wait a minute, if I'm going to pay that much, I might as well get a micro LED, you're going to have to keep on waiting because Samsung just launched this year's micro LED range, and guess what? The least expensive micro LED is $100,000 for only 89 inches. And if you want over 100 inches, we're talking about $150,000 for a 114-inch micro LED. So if you're waiting for any of these micro LED TV sizes from 89 inches to 114 inches to drop to under $20,000, you're going to be waiting quite a long time. I'm saying over 8 years from now. And maybe that's being generous because micro LED TV manufacturing is very hard. But you know what's not hard? Increasing the refresh rate of your TV panel to 165 Hz. Yes, the MediaTek Pentonic 800 will do just that. And it will be on your future TV. But here's the big deal. First of all, the 165 Hz panel refresh is not the big deal. I mean, PC gamers are the only ones who will benefit, right? So let's take that tiny slice of the population out. I'm not going to focus on the 165 Hz. The reality is you don't really benefit from that. What you will benefit from is the additional power, right? This processing power of the Pentonic 800, the 165 Hz, reflects that this chip is capable of much deeper, faster, more complex processing with neural networks, deep learning, whatever it is these TV makers can use with the Pentonic 800 for image processing. So Sony, taking the Pentonic 800, imagine what XR Clear can become a year, 2, 3 years from now. What Samsung did with its own chip for motion processing on the QN900D, maybe Sony and others can now do with the Pentonic 800, and that's the key. But if you turn off all processing and image enhancements, this is not a big deal for you. Which means you might as well get one of these TVs that are in the deal of the day because they don't have the Pentonic 800 chip. Let's start with improving your source. The Sony X700 is now only $198, the cheapest Dolby Vision player out there. But if you want both Dolby Vision, but if you want automatic Dolby Vision detection, as well as HDR10 Plus detection, then you have to upgrade to the Panasonic UB820 for $425 at Best Buy. But if you already have a great source, let's move on to the TV deals of this week. We'll start from the smallest TVs onto the largest one. The least expensive is the 55-inch U6N for 2024. This at $499 is the least expensive mini LED TV you can get, but if you want a flagship experience, the 55-inch Samsung QN90C for $1,100 is my choice. It's a solid TV. I liked it last year and I still like it this year. But if you want a little bit larger, the best deal out there is definitely the 2023 QM8 for $899. After its most recent firmware update, which I demonstrated, I thought it was great. It definitely addressed some of the black crushing issues. I like it a whole lot more. But if a 65-inch TV is too small for you, you want to go 75-inch, and you're still on a budget, how about $899 for the Q7 at 75 inches? I was also very impressed with the Q7. That was my budget TV pick of 2023. It remains a great TV with just good enough HDR quality to make it an HDR TV, and at $899, highly recommend it at this price. But you want that size, but you want the best quality at that size for the best price, I cannot recommend the S90C enough. At $1899, this was my editor's choice last year, and at this price, oh my gosh, this is a no-brainer. Get it, forget it, you're going to enjoy the best image quality you've ever seen at a 77-inch size since sliced bread. Now moving on to the 85-inch size, $1399 for the 2023 QM8. Another great deal. So you know how much I like the QM8. At 85 inches and at $1399, this is a great HDR impact, large screen in a bright room TV. I don't think there's a lot of compromises for this TV at this price. definitely highly recommended. But if you want OLED at this size, then the LG C3 is $34.99. But wait, you say, you're 8 feet away and 83 inches is simply not big enough for you because you want a 50-degree viewing angle. Then I recommend looking at the 98-inch TCL Q6 for $24.99. But now we get to wall mounts because what can hold a 98-inch TV or a 100-inch TV or a 110-inch TV for that matter? It's the mounted for $193.99 on Amazon, and with a $10 coupon, it's only $183, right? It's a fully articulating, heavy-duty, dual-arm mount, and it's the one I'm getting for my 100-inch TV reviews because I don't have much of a choice. There aren't many arm mounts out there that can handle up to 110 inches at 275 pounds. This is heavy duty enough for me, and definitely make sure you have those wall studs. And let me know what deals you're waiting for so I can check it out for you on next week's Deal of the Week. Until next time, stop the FOMO.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.